It occurs to me I haven't ever shared with everybody the collection of water that I got on my journey up the west coast. We started off at Edinburgh Quay with a wonderful party and send-off with all my friends. These are waters collected in bottles that I found at Bowling Beach just before the journey. Coming out of Edinburgh, you've got all these wonderful aqueducts on the Union Canal. Then over the Queen's Jubilee we had a rather exciting adventure out on the River Carron. We went down to Grangemouth, out the sea lock onto the River Carron where we now have the Kelpies, onto the Firth of Forth, which was pretty wild the first day, then up the River Forth to Stirling with lots of dignitaries in the bows. On the way back we collected some water but had a rather hysterical time, so the Bannock Burn got broken unfortunately. We also went past Logie Burn. Happily we made it back onto the Forth and Clyde Canal. Happy where we are, Forth and Clyde Canal, all the way to Glasgow and down to Bowling and eventually out onto the Firth of Clyde. The Firth of Clyde, passing first of all the Auchentorley Burn at Bowling, passing the mouth of the River Leven. We then broke down and drank this splendid bottle of Armagnac with a lovely Frenchman, and the rest of the journey had to happen in a barge called the Missee. But happen it did, and off we went to gather waters from Gairlong, Goyle, Holy, Striven, Written and Fine. Gairlong, Goyle, Holy, Striven, Written and Fine. Striven and Written making up the Kyles of Bute. And this was my mantra all the way through. Gairlong, Goyle, Holy, Striven, Written, Fine. Eventually we got onto the Crinan Canal, which I didn't do with Missee at this point, but I joined them later in the year to do the Crinan, the most beautiful of all canals in the world. When we set off from Crinan to do the Doris Mall, which is a little whirlpool very near the Corryvreckan, and then we headed out to the Atlantic. And there is water from the Atlantic. Wow, as we went past Easdale, those waves were enormous. Benign, but enormous. And then we started to move up all these wonderful sea lochs towards Fort William. Loch Linnhe, Sound of Ling, Firth of Lorne, and eventually the Caledonian Canal. These are not in correct order, incidentally. At the other end of the Crinan Canal we went dolphin watching on the Murray Firth and touched a toe in the North Sea. And there they are, my waters of the West Coast.